Hello dear friends of physics, I'm Wolfgang from Germany and I now explain you gravity. I think Newton was wrong. Masses do not keep masses, they do not pull masses. If they do, I don't understand why the moon is moving away from the Earth. Because since we start existence, Earth and Moon, we both grow. We're constantly getting more and more masses, and why should the Moon move away from the Earth? More far and more far every year. That's not why masses get masses. We have a different gravity, and I show you the gravity common physics explained. This is one of the most common examples used to explain the time-extending gravity and the gravity itself. A black hole, astronaut 1 and astronaut 2. Astronaut 1 flowing towards the black hole into the gravity field, while the astronaut 2 keeps staying outside. So, while watching him, he seems to move slower and slower and slower till he stops. See no motion anymore. When he looks at him, he sees him rapidly growing, getting older and older, dying, seeing the next generation coming and going, and so forth. Seems time is running fast here and slow here. This is the thing the physics explain. But what was reality? We're changing the actors, keeping the black hole, changing astronaut 1 for a sun, and the astronaut 2 for an astronomer looking through a telescope. What happens? The sun moves toward the black holes. But did it shine endlessly? If it's so, the black hole don't has to be black, because we should see every sun it's assimilated. But did we see? Nothing. A black hole is a black hole, nothing else. And even if an astronomer is lucky, seeing something like a sun or a planet getting assimilated by a black hole, it's normally a very short thing to watch. It doesn't take years, decades, or something larger. It's always like a little tiny finger food for a black hole. As you can see, the theory don't match the reality. So possibly I misunderstood something, but if this is the theory they keep, it is wrong, because reality don't match. So we now go to the next step. I will show you spinning quantum room and what happened. What happens when an atom is generated, or a neutron, or whatever, and flows into a spinning quantum room? In a rotating quantum space, the virtual particle is like the cold quant, or bigger than the cold quant. And so, even if the density inside the atom is much bigger than here, it is moved to the inside. The density of the atom itself has no effect of the spinning quantum space. Only the size of the connected quantums. So, if there's a larger thing than the quantum, then the largest things move to the center. The weight of the atom don't has any effect. But normally larger atoms are more heavy, so we think the weight is the thing making them move to the center. But it's not the weight, it's the size, as I shown in a little experiment. We now try a little experiment telling this water is a quantum space. And now starts to spinning it. And as you see, in the middle of the water, the density drops, while the water depth rises to the outside. The water is pushed to the outside, and that is, the density increases at the outside and decreases in the inside. And this is what quantum space does. But what happens if we add some things like sand? I try to keep it everywhere the same. Okay. Sand, as you see, everywhere on the ground. And now I start spinning the quantum room again. Because of this thing, because of the this thing, it doesn't is that good. But as you can see, we now have a hill in the middle of the water. The sand is not pushed away to the side, it is centered. And this happens because the sand is bigger than the water. Yeah? The water molecules are smaller than the sand, so... No, but the spinning space, it's not the only reason for gravity. There's an additional part. About convection. I will show you convection that you understand, and then keep it for solar system. What is convection? So here we have a heater in the middle, heating the air. The hot air goes upside, cooling down at the outside, going down, getting reheated again, and circling this way and this way. Convection is known in our physics, and it's nearly everywhere. So when we change the point of view to this convection, we see different things. It is known that the sun drops heated particle into the space. Using the convection principle, the sun have a magnetic field to the poles. The heated particles flowing in the middle to the outside while getting colder and colder and colder, and then are affected to flow into the sun again. Possibly with outside quants, because the magnetic field is open at the poles, so outside quants also can come into the solar system. And if you look, the planets, all of the planets are in the outside directed area. There are no planets over the poles or upside. I think this is a part of the self-stabilizing effect the convection has. The upside moving particles, or the outward moving particles, stabilizes the planets that are forced to go inside by spinning quantum rules. They are a virtual larger particle having to go to the sun, having to center it in the spinning quantum room, but the outside moving particles are keeping a balance between the inside power and the outside power, so the planets can move in circles around the sun. And the planets are affected by the magnetism of the sun. They are speeded up on their way. So gravitation in the solar system is a mix of convection and spinning quantum spaces. The large quantum space of the solar system itself and many different other spinning systems for the planets or the moons, which all affect the closest others, but the sun itself, with the largest size and the largest range, has the most effect of all. And self-stabilizing I will show you now. Wait a moment. It's a bit funny, but it shows the power of moving particles. I'm not that good, but I think you can see the floating particles outside the ball. Try to stabilize it in the middle, and this is what the planet fixes in the middle of the outgoing particles. They are centered. They can move a bit up and down possibly, but like you can see, it's always moved to the middle again. And yeah, that's my idea in Sekus theory. I hope you enjoy. The next part will be waves.